Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're going to get into the specs of a really powerful piece of AV hardware.
The Blustream IP500UHD-TZ. It's a bit of a mouthful.
It is. But our mission is to cut through all that and figure out what it actually means for, people designing systems. Specifically, there's this one huge claim, uncompromised 18 Gbps 4K running over a 10 gig network.
Which, on the surface, sounds like a contradiction. It shouldn't really work.
It's a paradox, so let's unpack that.
Okay, so the core of it, the thing that's so fascinating, is how it solves that classic bandwidth problem.
The 18 gigs trying to fit down a 10 gig pipe.
Right. And it does it over a standard 10 GB managed network. It could be copper, it could be optical fiber, doesn't matter. The breakthrough is the compression. It's what we call visually lossless.
Okay, so let's define that. Visually lossless means to the human eye, you just can't spot any compression artifacts.
You can't. The picture quality is perfect, and this is the really important part. There's zero perceived latency.
Zero. That's the holy grail for applications like simulators or, say, critical control rooms.
Absolutely. The data pipe basically becomes invisible.
And what about the signal itself, the depth? Are we talking full support for modern HDR?
Oh, 100%. It meets the full HDMI 2.0 18 Gbps spec. So that includes your HDR distribution, 10-bit color.
Dolby Vision as well.
Yeah, full support for Dolby Vision.
Yeah,
and of course, the audio has to match. So it handled all the demanding stuff. Dolby True HD, Atmos, TTS HD, Master Audio, DTS:X.
All the big ones.
All of them.
So it sounds like a phenomenal video pipe, but I'm also really interested in the device's flexibility. It's listed as a transceiver.
Which is a huge deal. It means you only need to stock one product, one SKU. Yeah. You just configure it to be either a transmitter or a receiver on site.
That's very clever.
And it's not just carrying the AV, it's carrying a whole ecosystem of control and data right alongside it.
Okay, so let's break that down. We're talking bidirectional IR, RS-232 for legacy gear.
Exactly. And crucially, full USB support for KVM functions.
KVM, keyboard, video, and mouse. That's a massive benefit in complex setups.
It is. It has the dedicated USB Type-B host and Type-A device ports, so it's built for reliable remote user access.
And I see it has a bidirectional 1 GB Ethernet pass-through, too.
It does. So you can get network connectivity right at the display point without another cable run.
Speaking of cable runs, it's powered by PoE plus I, which makes for a much cleaner install.
Super clean. The typical power draw is pretty low, around 12.8 W.
But what if your switch doesn't support PoE plus I? Is there a backup?
There is, yeah. There's also a local 12V power input, so you have that flexibility if you're working with older network infrastructure. And all this versatility, it really leads to maybe its most powerful feature.
Go on.
Blustream built 4 distinct operational modes into this one chassis.
So it's not just a single product, it's more like an infrastructure building block.
That's the perfect way to put it. You can use it for standard matrix distribution on a 10 GB switch,
Okay.
or for video wall processing, or even a sophisticated multi-view mode.
All from the same piece of hardware.
The very same SKU. But if you just need a simple point-to-point link, you can also use it in a one-to-one HDMI extender mode. No network switch required.
That operational range is huge for system architects. It simplifies inventory, training, everything.
Especially in those mission-critical installations.
So to sum it all up for you, the major takeaway here is that this is a true high-bandwidth, zero-latency solution.
And one that has complete control integration, KVM, IR, RS-232, all built in.
Right. All unified in a single box that gives you 4 different application modes. Plus, it's HDCP 2.2 compliant and comes with a 5-year warranty, which is always reassuring.
It is. And I think that leaves us with a provocative thought to end on.
Let's hear it.
Well, given that this single device can simultaneously act as a video wall processor, a matrix switch, and a KVM extender over one network, what does that level of convergence really mean for the future design of large, complex AV systems? How much simpler could system scaling become? Something for you to consider.